Hi guys, here we are, the day 3 of the trial. We're gonna try to solve this case. Not, we're having a problem. Do a few things that won't be happy to happening for us. That's kind of the same with me. I had to hurt my green screen. It's partly damaged, but at least it's probably it to fix it. At least. Like getting those bars in the right size, like cutting it a bit down. I will be having a good green screen. Now it's just early mission. So yeah. I have to watch the entire time. That's part damage. I'm not glad about it, but what have we do with it?
Oh well.
Yeah, can't not always please everything.
Yeah. But we still can manage, right?
True. And it's not like really
So
big damage. We can still. You don't see like the bigger damage. I'm gonna try. No, you can't really see it. It's not picking up. That's nice. Kind of glad about that you're not seeing it. Oh, I totally forgot to put the one thing back on. I like blanked. I'll put my thing back on. There. So there we go. We're going to continue where we left off.
day 3.
The trial. If we don't manage to do this time, start the next one. December 27, 10 a.m. District Court, number 3. Oh, there we have missed a dick face again. Oh no, wait, worse dick face. Give me a moment, bro. Cleaning my messages. Hey, when I'm seeing tons of messages pop up. Okay. Foul. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Milles Edgeworth. Defense is ready, Your Honor. Very well. Apparently, the prosecutor is also ready. Judge here anyway. Mr. Von Karma, your statement, please. Very well, no opening statements, so.
Not so fast, Judge. I was taking a meaningful pause before speaking.
Right, of course.
A prediction. Today's trial will end 3 minutes from now.
Order, order! Von Karma, what is the meaning of your statement just now?
Bah! Must you question everything? It will be over in 3 minutes. We have no time to waste. I'll call my witness now.
Right.
I call my witness, my decisive witness, to the stand.
It must be the mysterious boat shop owner. Yep.
Yep.
Wait, did he need to do that? Yep.
Witness, state your profession.
Yeah, I'm a producer of the restaurant of Wet Noodle Court Leak. Yeah, and I also run the shop, boots.
The night of the incident, you were in the boat rental shop, correct?
Yep, I was.
Please testify.
Don't know if I heard who this guy is.
I reckon raise an objection because he should ask who the man is, at least.
Wait a minute. Witness hasn't stated his name yet.
Because I did not ask him, Mr. Wright. Bah! I have predicted this trial will end in 3 minutes. Stop asking trivial questions and cooperate.
Yeah, right. Witness will state his name. Well, I'm not really sure. Yep. What do you mean? My memory.
Your Honor, the witness does not remember anything beyond the last several years. Ergo, he cannot recall his own name.
He can't recall. He can't recall, you say?
Yes, but the incident in question took place 3 days ago. He can testify.
Very well. Let's hear the testimony then, shall we, witness? Wow, we are talking to him as Mr. Witness. Hi, Mr. Witness. Can I have a root beer, please? And with some whiskey and will you color?
Where's my Polly?
Yeah, where's Polly? Where's Polly? Want a cracker?
You know, maybe we should get the bird up to trial.
Yeah. It was a night after 24, just after midnight. Yup. It was at the restaurant where I ran both as usual. I heard a bang and yup. When I looked out of the window, I saw a boat just floating on the docks. Then I heard another bang. And about the boat comes back to the shore, a man walks out by my window. And he fell asleep. Very well. I would like to begin the cross-examination. Serious? He keeps ejecting.
There is nothing to question in my witness's testimony. Ergo, no need for cross-examination. Besides, there are only 10 seconds left before our 3 minutes are up. Judge your verdict now.
Yes. Mr. Wright?
He doesn't run the court, you do, Mr. Judge.
We can do both.
Doesn't matter? Ouch. Alright, ouch.
I will show you what happens if we do.
Okay.
He's right. The testimony sounds pretty solid. You should hold back.
But Nick, you have to cross-examine him. This is your only chance to turn this trial around. Your last chance.
Oh, right. Excuse me, Mr. Von Karma?
3 minutes just passed.
I see. Well then, let's just take our time. Great, huh, bro?
Yep. So it wouldn't matter. It wouldn't matter which one you chose.
Yeah. So we have to state his sixth. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There. Then I have to press by your window. Yup, by my window, right outside the window, my little shack. You should see the man's face. Well, the frog was pretty darn thick, but he was right there in front of me. I saw him. It's very important detail. Please add it to your testimony.
Tisk, tisk, tisk.
Give me my book.
I can't do it. Whoops. Oh well.
Back again. Sorry, that was my boss that was here. Bro, you're still there?
Yeah, it's still here.
So it was. Well, we only have. Kind of hurt in my ears. I'm gonna lower you a little bit down, bro.
Gee, I wasn't even speaking that loud.
But I heard like
Okay.
150.
Okay.
We're around 200. That's why.
Okay.
Okay. I have a bad feeling about this. The man was the defendant. He was saying, "I can't believe he's dead." I wonder if on Karma he spent time preparing his witness. I'm not going to find the contradictions very easily in this testimony. Ew, it's gonna be... It's tough being a lawyer. Okay, now what we need as next? Huh? Okay, wait a minute. I need to check something.
Maybe this one's a presenting option?
New profile. Didn't the taker forgot what he said? Just press the statement. Okay. Hmm? Are you sure? Uh-oh. That? That's certain, Keith. He said, I can't believe he's dead, and he walked by too.
Witness, are you sure that person you saw was Milles Edgeworth?
It was him. It was Avery, but...
Did he just faint?
This sounds like a decisive ending indeed. I see no room for doubt. Karma. Lure me into crossing station so you should set me up for a fall.
Nick, I don't like the way things are going here. Everyone in the courtroom is glaring at us.
Better act quick or this trial will be over.
What's it going to be?
Your Honor, we proven in yesterday's trial that Edgeworth was not been the one who fired that gun.
Mr. Wright, are you referring to the fingerprints from Edgeworth's right hand found on the gun? And the photograph showing a man firing with his left hand?
Exactly.
That is easily explainable. He could have wiped his prints after he fired. You are ignoring the truth of the matter here. Everything in this witness's testimony is true.
I was just lost in the thought. What should I do? Your Honor, witness claims that Edgeworth said, I can't believe he's dead. By his words, it's all we have. If we were telling a lie...
Mr. Wright, in a court of law, the evidence tells all. Apparently, you have yet to realize even this basic fact. If you say his testimony is a lie, show us proof. Nick, do we have evidence?
Not good. I have not. There's nothing I can do.
Are you sure?
To be honest, I don't know what to do anymore.
Please. Can you hear me, sis? Please. We need your help. Nick needs you. 3 minutes was perhaps too high of an expectation. However, 50 minutes isn't bad. This must be a new record.
Enough. The witness may lie the stand.
He already has.
This court sees no reason to further prolong the trial, nor there is any need for any more time to decide the case against the defendant. Case is unclearly clear. I have no room for this misdirection protections of the facts. What? No. Look.
But we did everything right, didn't we?
Yeah. The accuser will surrender to the court immediately. The help then a trial to a higher court within a month from today's trial. That's all. Court is adjourned.
Damn it! I thought we were onto something.
Who was that just now? Me, huh? What? Larry? Way to go, boy!
Talk about late timing.
Yeah. What are you doing here? Listen, you gotta listen to me. I was there in the park at the night of the murder. I wasn't sure about this until just yesterday. But I totally remember it. Remember what? The gunshot! I heard it too! Larry!
You don't know what you're doing!
Order!
What is the meaning of this? The verdict has been decided. I call for adjournment.
One moment, Mr. Von Karma. You say you heard a gunshot? Yeah, I did! A gunshot! That night! Oh. I have come on water medication. Whoopsie! I was sitting here in the audience listening to the testimony. Then I realized something he said was totally different from what I remember. Anyway, I can't just sit here and tell that you call Edgy a murderer. Listen, it's just not right. I testified. Let me testify. Order, order. Well, this is the first time something has happened like this in my court. Not quite sure how to proceed.
Judge, you've already given your decision. The trial is over. Nick? This is it. Larry's given us one final chance at this.
He's right. If only it wasn't Larry. You should make things even worse.
Mr. Edgeworth was just declared guilty, Nick. It doesn't get any worse.
You're right, okay. Your Honor, if there's any witness, it's our duty to hear him out. Speak! Right now! Right here, right now!
A waste of time. The verdict cannot be overturned.
Allow me to speak my opinion. In all court proceedings, it's our duty to prevent any inaccurate verdict. In order to make sure no mistake was made, every witness should be heard.
What is this?
I withdraw my previous verdict of guilty. Way to go, Larry!
Larry actually saved our butts for a change.
Yeah. Paying the debt! Paying the debt! Right, bro?
Right.
Mr. Von Karma, I order you to call this new witness to testify. Now.
What?
Court will adjourn for 5 minutes recess. After that, we will hear his new witness. Court is adjourned. Oh, damn!
That was closer than close.
It couldn't be any closer. December 27, 10:28 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 2. Phew! That was too close. Try to keep you on the edge of your seat like that, Edgeworth.
I've seen worse.
Yeah, right, Edward. You're sweating bullets. I was seeing it for my hands, like in place of like liquid, like clink 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 clink. You, bro?
Yeah, that would be interesting.
Just wonder what Larry plans to say in there.
Larry was at the lake that night?
Yes. He said he was looking for the steel samurai balloon that flew in the lake.
Oh, right. And he found the balloon and the air tank that night.
Yeah. Hey, Edgeworth?
Huh? You say something right?
Yeah, a lot of things. Seem out of it. What's wrong?
It's nothing. Mr. Edgeworth, there's something I've been meaning to ask you. What's that? Why are your fingerprints on the murder weapon?
Oh.
Oh. When he fell into the lake, I went into a daze. I couldn't understand what had happened. I couldn't think straight. Then I saw the pistol lying on the floor of the boat in front of me. I picked it up without thinking. I didn't have a reason, really. Huh, that's interesting. I see. Right.
Yeah?
This might be our chance.
Our chance?
Von Karma has only ever run perfect trials.
Perfect trials?
Perfectly prepared witnesses, perfectly complete evidence. That's the secret to his success. This is the first time he's ever had to deal with something unexpected. He has to let someone he hasn't even talked to testify before the court. And that someone is Larry.
What are you getting at?
It's likely his testimony will be full of holes, right? That's right, Nick. No 10-minute trial this time. We'll milk this one for all it's worth.
Hey, it was 15 minutes. 15. Everything's on Larry now. December 27. 10:35 a.m. District Court. Courtroom number 3. Court is now back in session. Witness, please testify to the court about everything you saw on the night of December 24th. Right, leave it to me! Please, Harry, don't mess this one up. I hate to admit it, but you're our last chance. Karma didn't even have time to prepare his witness. I hope Edgeworth is right about this one. Big break. That night, I was out on the boat on the lake. I was looking for something, and I found it. I quietly slipped the boat back into the rental boat docking. When I just were thinking about going home, I heard this bang. I looked over the lake and didn't see a boat. After I heard that single gunshot, I went home.
There was 2 gunshots.
It was usual fingernail testimony, even for Discord. In any case, Mr. Wright, you may begin your cross-examination.
What's wrong, Nick?
Larry, I have no idea what he is going to say if I press him. I'm a little scared.
Well, we've come this far. There's no way to go back forward, Nick.
Okay. That one. Percent. Lotta. Ah, there. Wait a second, Larry. What? You heard only one bang. Are you sure? What I said. Miss Lotta Hart testified yesterday that she heard 2 bangs. The old man just now said the same thing. They both heard 2 gunshots that night. Huh? Were you even listening? Were you paying attention at all what they said? Yo, Nick, please. Huh? You know, something has been bothering me. I'm a witness, see, and I'm like a customer here. So if you gotta treat me nice and stuff, okay? The butts? What? You only heard 1 gunshot? Are you sure? Well, to tell you the truth, I'm not sure. Not sure? How can you mean not be sure? Yeah, well, I might have been missed the other gunshot. I was like listening to something else. My radio, dude, with my headphones. What?
Larry!
You dimwit! Order, stop. And stop that boing. The butts? You listening to a radio with your headphones? Yeah, so what? That's a crime? I was listening to my radio. Everyone listens to the radio. What's the big deal? Before Karma, your opinion?
Waste of time. I do not accept this witness nor his shoddy testimony.
Well, Mr. Wright, should we continue the testimony?
We should. He's our only chance.
I think I heard enough. This is all too embarrassing. In fact, we should...
Bro? Why are you going so fast?
Oh, sorry, that was my bad.
Bah! Nothing is more pitiful than a lawyer who doesn't know when he's lost.
Very well, Mr. Butts. Please give us a testimony. Be sure to including details like your radio. Right, leave it to me. Shouldn't if there were any other, just believe me. It's lonely and being alone in Christmas Eve. That's why I was listening to all requests was on the radio, see? I was listening to a real booming loud, like, wasn't sure I heard that gunshot. I remember exactly what DJ was saying when I heard it too. Listening to your radio at high value? Yeah, what's the big problem? Can I listen to his radio in peace? Isn't this a free country? I believe Larry has no idea what the problem here is.
Judge, can you believe a word this witness says? What he heard was probably nothing more than a drum beat from the radio.
That's enough. It's difficult to believe his testimony. Wait, Your Honor. The witness says he remembered exactly what the DJ said when he heard the gunshot. Excuse me? Okay? Announcer, the guy who's saying things on the radio. Anyway, what does this mean? He heard the sound. No music was playing. DJ only talks between songs. So he should have heard the gunshot from the lake. I'd like to cross-examine the witness, Your Honor. Very well, Mr. Wright. Can't believe I'm straight.
No, neither can we, Mr. Wright.
1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. What was he saying?
Mr. Wright, please cease these pointless questions. What possible good could knowing what a radio DJ said do us?
Indeed, Mr. Von Karma has a point. I will load the questioning only if you see some reason we should care. We should care. We should care, Your Honor. Of course we do would. Good.
Why?
Well, how do you know you don't ask him? Fine, very well. Mr. Butts, please testify to the court. What was the radio announcer saying when you heard the gunshot? When he said, hey, it's almost Christmas, I heard the gunshot. This most ridiculous... I don't know how to say that one.
Ludicrous.
Ludicrous testimony I ever heard. There's one gleaming ray of hope in there. Gotta press until I get to the bottom of what happened. Okay, bro, you can pick the lake photo. Or what Lotta said, like the 2 gunshots.
Just after midnight. That's interesting.
It is also after midnight, so they're basically the same.
Yeah, it's just that he reckons he heard the gunshot just as someone says, "Hey, it's almost Christmas."
Yeah.
That doesn't really make any sense because
I'm picking this one.
this.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry.
Right. Objection. Larry, are you absolutely sure you're saying is correct? Huh? What's with the face? You look scary, dude. Hey, if you're trying to scare me, you better know what I'm don't scare that easy. Is something the matter, Mr. Wright? Your Honor? You hear what the witness just said? Did you say, hey, it's almost Christmas, when he heard the gunshot? Indeed, and almost Christmas means it wasn't Christmas. Do you realize what this means? When he heard the gunshot, it was still Christmas Eve. That would seem to be the case, yes. When he heard that gunshot after midnight, photographs interviewed the proof of this fact. Let's see what the time was on the photo taken when the gun triggered Miss Hart camera. 15 minutes after midnight on Christmas Day. This is a clear contradiction, Your Honor.
Bro?
Sorry. Order! Order! What does this mean? Troopers witnesses heard gunshots after midnight. However, the witness says he heard a gunshot before midnight.
Judge, the answer is simple. The current witness is plainly mistaken. Just look at him, suspicious.
What? Well, Mr. Wright, what do you think about Mr. Butt's claim he heard the gunshot? Larry's right. Larry is not mistaken, Your Honor. He heard the gunshot before midnight.
Intriguing. I'm assuming you have evidence for this wild claim. Show me evidence there was a gunshot before midnight.
Look at this photograph. It was taken by our witness yesterday, Miss Alot with her automatic camera. Timestamp on the photo reads December 24, 11:50 p.m. Oh? But there's nothing on the lake in this picture. Your Honor, the real issue here is not why nothing is showing on this photograph. It's why the photograph exists at all. What do you mean? Your Honor, this photograph was taken by an automatic camera. The camera was set to go off in response to loud noises. Aha, correct. There was a loud noise on the lake at 11 p.m. This is where the photograph was taken. In other words, Larry heard the gunshot. It was definitely still Christmas Eve. Indeed, it should seem to be the case. Then where does this leave us? Mr. Hart testimony she heard the gunshot after midnight, claiming she's been mistaken. Not at all, Your Honor. In fact, the camera was also triggered at 15 minutes after midnight. Your Honor, that night there were 2 set of gunshots within 25 minutes pause between them.
That's interesting.
Why should this be?
Don't be fooled, Judge. Bro?
Alright. Whew.
That camera was set to respond to loud noises.
Yes.
There is no proof that the loud noise at 11:50 was a gunshot. Why, the witness could have sneezed, triggering the camera.
Hey, my nose was clear that night, man. Clear. Well, Mr. Wright, there's no turning back now. Do you prove the loud noise? The left man was indeed a gunshot. Please show the court the evidence you have. Any?
Ah, remember what the lady said? She changed the camera so that it could respond to soft noises now.
Back. And that we did. We showed him. Then we have to present the gun. This is my evidence. The weapon? Something about this pistol was bothering the owner. Both the witness has testified yes they heard 2 gunshots. However, the murder weapon was fired 3 times. But then, when then was the last shot fired? Only now I have realized the truth. The 3rd shot was the shot that Larry heard just before midnight. Order! Order!
You mean first shot? But whatever.
Yeah. That should be the sense of the evidence we've seen so far. However, it leaves me wondering exactly what happened that night on the lake.
Exactly. If this is true, there were 2 sets of gunshots separated by 25 minutes. One at 11:50, another at 15 minutes after midnight. Why, I ask you, why?
Oh, I better think of something quick. Wait a second. John suffered by 25 minutes. Ah!
What's wrong, Nick?
I have it! I have it!
Huh?
Remember the case with the Steel Samurai?
Huh? Yeah, of course I remember.
Murder in the case had the same idea as the murder in that case.
What do you mean?
Maya!
Yes?
If we don't figure this out now, we never overturn Edgeworth's guilty verdict. I got a hunch, and I'm going to run with it.
Right, I mean, is this safe?
Dave, we already gotten the guilty verdict. We have nothing to lose. Just watch and let me know if I say something that sounds vicious, okay? Fishy.
Right, Nick.
Your Honor. Yes, Mr. Wright. Testimony just now cleared up the entire case.
Oh boy, here we go. What has he worked out?
What I worked out! What do you mean, Mr. Wright?
So you finally realized the truth. There can be no other murderer here than Milles Edgeworth himself.
Wrong, Von Karma. A man was shot that night, but it wasn't Edgeworth who did the shooting.
Listen, rookie. Take a deep breath and consider the facts. At the time of the murder, 1 boat was on that lake. This was shown by the witness's photograph. The defendant, Edgeworth, and the victim, Robert Hammond, were on that boat. There was a gunshot fired on that boat, and Robert Hammond fell into the lake. The distance of the shooting was 1 meter. It couldn't have been suicide. Well, the guilty party has to be the other man on that boat.
I admit it, it's hard to imagine any other possibility. Yes, but this assumes that the victim was shot at 50 minutes after midnight. What do you mean by that, Mr. Wright? We have photograph evidence of the time of the shooting. Then the timestamp of the photo says 0:15. But Larry heard a gunshot 25 before that. Robert Hellman was killed then, 25 minutes before the shot on the lake. It's the only way that Edgeworth should be innocent.
Mr. Wright, are you quite mad? Explain who the 2 men on the boat are.
Of course, it was Edgeworth and the murderer! After the murderer killed Robert at 11:50, he assumed the guy... I guess it's meant to be disguise.
Yeah.
Of Mr. Hellman and met Edgeworth. What? Are you serious? Yes, Edgeworth wouldn't tell us why he went onto the lake that night. However, I have a hunch. That night, Robert Hellman called Edgeworth to the lake. Now, Edgeworth didn't know Robert Hellman's face that well. That's why he didn't suspect anything when the murder took Robert Hellman's place. I am not sure what to make all of this.
Ludicrous!
Mr. Wright, tell us the name of the murder then. Murder. I don't know. Actually, I don't know the murder's name. You don't know?
Bah! Again, you waste my time.
I don't know because he never told us.
Hey? Hmm?
Boom!
Oh, it's the boat store owner! Are you kidding?
Murder is the boat. Is the caretaker of the boat, the old man. At 11:50, the man he was the one who killed Robert Hellman. The caretaker of the boat's shop? Where did he do this? There weren't any boats on the lake then. Why should he have to go all the way out on the lake just to shoot someone? I might suggest the real scene of this crime was not on a boat. What? Well then, where did the murder take place? Oh.
Are they saying that it took place at the boat stop?
Just checking. Give me a moment, I have to check. But, boat shop. Here, of course, the boat shop where he lives. That way he could have met the victim without anyone seeing.
Do you have proof that the boat shop was the scene of the crime?
Recall Larry's testimony if you will. The night he was out on a lake in the boat searching for something. He found then returns to the boat. Then he was just Going to head home and he heard a gunshot. He heard a gunshot, Your Honor. Enough that he was wearing headphones at the time. In other words, the gunshot was very, very close by. Where he should have been if he returned a boat. The boat shop.
Huh. That does make sense.
Mr. Wright, what happened that night on Gore Lake? Please tell the court from the beginning. Yes, Your Honor.
Nick, are you sure about this?
Not really. But I think if I start at the very beginning and I take it slow, I might be able to figure this out. That night, the caretaker on the boat shop called Robert Hellman to his shop. This was around 11:50. That was when the gunshot that Larry heard was fired. After that, the caretaker put on Robert Hellman's coat. When he became Robert Hellman. When he got in the boat with Edgeworth, went out into the middle of the lake, then who fired a pistol on the boat? Of course, it was the murderer who shot the pistol. He shot twice. Both missed Edgeworth on purpose. Wait a minute.
Why would he do that?
Yes. Why should he shoot twice if he didn't meant to hit anyone?
Notice, Mr. Wright. The moment you run out of explanations is the moment you lose. Tell us why the murderer had to fire twice.
I believe he shot twice to create a witness, Your Honor. Create a witness? Murderer lifts his pistol and fired one shot, ensuring that anyone heard the shot would look like. He, Miss Hart, did exactly that after hearing the first gunshot. Next, the murderer waits for a bit and fires again. Then, murderer jumped from the boat himself, leaving the pistol in the boat behind him. I see. Wait a minute. I figured that. I figured out.
Yeah?
Okay. Go back in time. Literally go way back in time. Go way back in time. So
Way back
go
in time.
back to this. Go to this point.
Yep.
Miles didn't kill his dad. Because he's kind of in vengeance. Or at least some way.
He was a kid at the time. There's no way he would.
He will never shoot at this. He will never shoot his own dad. And mostly, where's my mouse? There it is. He will never shoot above this height. He can't do it. Or he needs to raise his arms. And how big of a chance you actually shoot somebody in the chest? That's already 1 point. That's impossible. That's 5 in 100% chance that it will succeed. Impossible.
Okay.
Now go back to our previous date. Well, previous date. The murder moment. Let's check the map first. Okay. Boat shop. They were on the lake. Here is the girl. The photos are being made on this point. Which angle will be the shot made? We all, like a lot of times know, Edgeworth was on the right a lot of times. But Edgeworth is right-handed. You see my picture already?
I think I do.
Now go back to this point. The gun is being fired from a left arm. Literally left.
We worked that out. We worked that out, yeah.
And we shot a few times, like, we saw like 2 pictures that the bowman, where is he? He shot his with left hand on purpose into the water to create a witness.
And didn't want to hit Miles.
Because he wanted to like put him for the blame of his dad and, well, that person, where is he? Robert Hammond.
But why would he kill Robert Hammond? Robert Hammond was the guy that
helped him.
Yeah, pronounced him innocent in the first place.
Because maybe he was finding the truth, the legit truth.
That's very
that he
odd.
Was actually the killer.
That's an interesting theory, bro. But how do you know you're correct?
That's only one way to find out. Continuing. To someone looking from the edge of the lake, it should appear that one of the men on the boat had shot the other. Murder didn't know how the automatic camera didn't know about the automatic camera, of course. That's why he shot twice to draw attention to the boat. Once you realize that everything else falls into place, the boat caretaker swam back to his shop. When he put helmet wet coat back on the body, he threw the body into the lake. This is what happened, Your Honor. These are the events that transpired that night on Gore Lake. Von Karma, we got him silenced!
We've got him rattled now, that's for sure.
Bailiff, bring out the witness from before. Boat shop caretaker, quickly! And that's the only reason why the bird knows about DL6.
Yeah, that does make sense.
Very well. While we are waiting for the caretaker, I would like to ask defendant Milles Edgeworth a few questions. Miles, Mr. Edgeworth, please take the stand.
Yeah, that's something else. I never had actually the murderer answer questions,
Yeah.
so that's time they do that.
Mr. Edgeworth, you heard what the defendant has said.
Yes.
Well, why did you go out to the lake that night?
What Wright has said was mostly correct. Astonishingly so, actually. Yes. Several days ago, I received a letter. The letter was signed Robert Hammond. He asked me to come to the boat shop by the lake at midnight on Christmas Eve. He said he had something very important to discuss with me.
Something important?
I'm sorry, I can't say what it was. Your Honor, sir!
Bailiff, you conducted a trial here. We're conducting a trial here. I ask that you remain quiet.
The witness has disappeared. He isn't at the boat shop either.
What?
What should I do?
Find him, quickly! We can't allow him to get away.
Ooh, this is becoming a chase scene now. I thought he fell asleep behind the witness stand.
Probably used a lot of times faking it now.
Yeah, maybe he is.
Or is he's reliving the past? Ready?
Yep.
Mr. Von Karma, your witness has disappeared.
A search warrant has already been issued.
Goes without saying that I can't declare a verdict on these circumstances. I will extend the trial until tomorrow, the final day allowed. I request the police department utilize all these forces to find that witness. Am I understood? One more time. Just say, is that the boat shop? That the boat shop caretaker? I think his has been very important to this trial. I want him, and I want to know who he is. Very well. Court is adjourned.
Oh, wow.
Damn!
That was a quick U-turn.
And all
Larry,
thanks to Larry! His
Yeah.
actions saved the life!
I can't believe I'm saying this, but Larry actually saved the day.
Yeah. In the first, the trial we did in the entire game, it started with Larry being, well, the guilty.
And now he's trying to help make sure someone else is not guilty.
Because he wasn't glad he was glad as not guilty. He was feeling Edgy is not worth being guilty. Nick helped me out in my problem when I was needed. Now he's needed. I'm gonna help. I'm gonna repay my debt. And he did.
Good on you, Larry.
Yeah, December 27. 1:22 p.m. District Court, Defend Lobby number 2.
Yay, Nick, you did it!
Oh, give me a moment, guys. Be right back. I was hearing a knock somehow, Yeah. Well, at least we got out from under that guilty verdict.
And what about Larry? That was something else. Even Von Karma didn't know what to do with his testimony. Larry really helped us out.
Sure, once I shift to his unique testimony. Still, he did save us. I wish our cases weren't so down to the wire all the time.
I know what you mean. Sometimes I feel like it's us on trial instead of our clients.
Hey, Edgeworth?
Mr. Edgeworth? Did you say something? Don't look so pained. I mean, it looks like you're probably going to get off the hook. You could try to smile just a little. Relax. I'm sorry. But I fear it's not over for me yet.
What do you mean?
Right. There's something that's been troubling me for a long time now. And I don't know whether or not to tell you.
Edgeworth.
No, there's so little time left. I want to tell you, to get it off my chest, but... I can't make up my mind. What? Sorry.
What is this about, Edgeworth?
It's a nightmare I've had. A memory of a crime that I committed.
Crime you committed?
A memory of a murder. What?
Okay.
He did commit a murder? I am confused. I am really confused right now. Did he shoot his own dad by mistake? Oh my god, if he did, that's gonna blow everything away.
He's just having a nightmare. Maybe it's just his mind playing tricks, like how many times you had it, bro.
Yeah.
Oh.
Last day. Oh, last chance, I guess.
Yeah. Okay. Reading on my message board because I'm dumb anyhow. December 27, 2:11 p.m. Writers and Co. Law Office.
What was Mr. Edgeworth talking about? A memory of a crime that I committed. A memory of murder. Do you really think Mr. Edgeworth killed?
I don't believe it. That's Edgeworth. A painful memory that has been troubling him recently. He'd never take someone's life. Never!
Nick?
Yo! How's everyone doing? What do you think of my performance today? I had him sewing into the eyelids. Huh, Maya?
Swooning? Me? Oh yes. I do remember feeling faint.
Right on, tell me the truth. It was like love on first sight, right? Right, Nick? Huh? Me? Oh, maybe my heart skipped a beat or two. I think you can do better than that. Come on. I save Edgeworth in there, dude. Edgy. You guys be bowing down before me. Yeah, bow before your hero. Today's trial. Larry, you really helped us in the trial today.
You did? If you weren't there, Larry, I'm sure Mr. Edgeworth would have been found guilty.
What's yours, Nick? Boat shop caretaker is pretty suspicious. But Edgy ain't off the hook yet.
Well, way to spoil the mood, Larry.
Hey, I'm just guys sitting in the audience, you know? But from where I was sitting, Edgy would seem pretty edgy. You know, you can really tell he's telling the truth about that night.
Nick? Nick?
I know, bro. Give me a moment.
Nicky.
I don't know, but I do know is going to believe in you two until the end. Us two?
Edgeworth and who else? You mean me, right?
He means me, right, Nick? Yeah, you, Larry.
Not me? But why you, Larry?
Huh? Actually, yeah, why me, Nick?
Enough with the silent treatment. Nick? Why do you trust Mr. Edgeworth so much? I mean, he's changed recently, true. But when we first met him, he was kind of a jerk, don't you know?
You didn't know him back then. Back when he wanted to become a defendant attorney.
Wait. Was that when you two were classmates?
Yes, in grade school. They saved me. Miles and Larry, they saved me while I will never forget it. That's why I became a defendant attorney, you know?
What? Hey, Larry, what's he talking about?
Huh? Sorry, I kind of forgot.
Okay, Nick, out with it. I'm going to hear this story today, and that's final.
Okay. Kind of a long story, so hang in there. It was very end of the 3rd grade school. I was on a trial, a class trial.
A class trial?
You remember Larry? Spring end of 3rd grade? Kid in our classroom got his lunch money stolen.
Lunch money?
Our school was really small. Every month, kids would bring an envelope with money for lunch from home.
Huh, I see.
Anyway, this kid's envelope disappeared with $38 still inside. Oh yeah, now that you mention it, I do remember that. I can see why you forgot though. You were out of school that day. Anyway, the envelope had been stolen during PA class. I was coming down with a cold and skipped PA that day. I was the only one that not in the class.
So they thought that you did it?
Yeah, kids in the class said that I should put on trial.
Trial?
The next day we held up a class trial with me as a defendant.
Gosh, talk about being put on the spot.
I didn't do it.
Guilty! He did it! Guilty!
That's not me! That's not me!
I know, bro.
Now, Phoenix, you know you shouldn't steal people's money. It's not right. In the end, even the teacher thought I'd have done it. Go over and apologize, Phoenix. I didn't know what was happening. I was so sad I couldn't stop crying. Everyone was staring at me like I have done it. I tried to apologize. I went to the boys whose money has been stolen was sitting. That's why I went. It happened. Oh, that's Edward, so you need to put a kid's voice for him.
He shouldn't have to apologize. The only thing that belongs in a trial is evidence. Anything else has no place. You should all be ashamed, amateurs.
Mouse!
Oh my god, look at him.
He's so cute!
It wasn't you who stole my money, was it?
No.
Then you shouldn't apologize. Everyone's been shouting you did it, but no one has any proof. That is why, Your Honor, this boy is innocent.
But Miles, it was your money that was stolen. Oh, that's not me again! That's you, probably.
Why don't you all just shut up? Actually, I think my
Larry. That was Larry!
Yeah, that was right.
This is always how it is. Everyone gaining up and picking up on one person. Just to think how he feels. He said he didn't do it, so he didn't do it. Very well. I will place the money myself. This class trial is over. Oh, that's never happened to me before, actually. And that's how it happened. After that, the three of us were the best of friends.
Wow, I had no idea.
Yeah, I had no idea either. I mean, I forgot. That's when I learned what it meant to be alone. Totally alone without a friend in the world.
You did a good thing, Larry.
Yeah, well, I was lucky enough I took the day off from school. I have been there. There should be tough. I've done it. So I think kind of personally, see, so many smells, it's usually the bats. Oh, I like that line. I like that line.
It's kind of ironic, isn't it?
Yeah, but something smells, it's usually the bats. Anyway, Edgeworth and I talked after the class trial. And that's when I heard his father was a defendant attorney. I remembered his eyes would shine when he talked about his father.
I'm going to become a defense attorney just like my father. A famous defense attorney.
Then a few months later, he suddenly transferred to another school.
The DL6 incident.
Right, not sure, but probably had to deal with his father's death.
That's so sad.
It was several years later when I heard Everett's name again. There was an article about him in the newspaper. Then I was something like dark suspicious of the demon attorney. Fabrication evidence, manipulated testimonies, covered up facts. The article said he will do anything to get a guilty verdict. Anything. But why? What happened? I mean, that's not the Edgy I used to know at all. What I thought too. I tried to get in touch with him. I don't know how many times, but he never replied.
I guess he didn't want to see his old friends.
I couldn't just drop it though. I wanted to meet him again. I learned to learn how he became who he became. That's why I decided.
Hmm? Wait, you don't mean... That's why? That's why you became a defense attorney? To meet Edgeworth?
If I was a defending attorney, I knew I have to. He has to meet me whenever he wanted to or not, in court. Edgeworth believed in me, and I believe in him. He's in pain, and no one else on his side. I'm the only one who knows Edgeworth, who knows the real Edgeworth. I'm the only one who can help him. Wow, Nick. So that's why you helped me out for free. Yeah. I helped you because you believed in me. I believed in you. Except for, I don't remember saying it. I do it for free. Oh, Nick.
Nick? We have to save Mr. Edgeworth. It's the last thing we do, okay?
Right. Very well, that may be.
First, there's that rental boat shop caretaker. We need to find out who or what he is.
I will settle for who. Guess I can clean out some of the evidence I need. Okay, let's go. Okay, guys, this is it for now, and we will see you sooner or later again. This has been crazy.
Wow. I'm still curious about this murder that Edgeworth mentioned he reckons he's to blame for. Yeah. But now we know a bit of backstory behind him, Larry, and Phoenix.
Yeah, like really big, something we never knew about. Yeah, guys, this is it for now, and we will see you next week. Peace!
Peace.